Hey, what's up guys? So I'm here with Dan, who is the head of R&D at Clashworks, and they do this really cool kind of creative and unique dash cam called the Raven. Tell me about this. What is this? What are we looking at?
Yeah, so Raven basically turns any car into a connected car. And the way we did that is we combined a few solutions into one. So Raven is part Dashcam. There's two cameras. There's one that faces into the cabin of the car, one that faces out to the road.
Okay.
It's also an infrared LED for night vision inside the vehicle.
Inside the vehicle, light up the inside of the car.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And there's GPS plus a bunch of sensors like accelerometers. There's also an LTE Cat 4 cellular module.
Okay.
So Raven's always connected.
And there's a SIM card that goes on the bottom?
Yep.
For data service?
Exactly.
Okay.
And we plug into the car's OBD port.
Cool.
So using this cable, and that provides us both with power, so Raven's always on, and it also gives us access to the car computer, so we get telematics from the car engine, especially around engine errors.
Okay, so engine errors, like what kind of stuff can you display and tell the user?
With the displays, we can grab information from the car's computer, so we can show things like the fuel level, the coolant temperature, oil pressure, and also the speed of the vehicle.
Okay, you can display that all on the screen then for you.
Yep, yeah, right there. And then using the fact that it's always connected, we're able to do interesting things where we leverage our cloud services to augment the data that we're getting from the car.
Okay.
So an example of that is with speeding, and we're able to grab the current or the posted speed limit for the road segment that you're currently driving on.
And that's like you're kind of referencing from a GPS database, so you pull that information online.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So with that, the user can configure a speeding threshold. So let's say 10 miles per hour over the posted limit, and you can receive notifications. So there's a mobile app. We have a lot of customers that are parents with teenage drivers. So they might set that threshold a bit lower to like 5 miles per hour.
Notifications not just here while you're driving, but then this can also like maybe text the parents back home or send them a notification that, hey, your son is speeding, that kind of thing.
Yeah, so on their phone, they'll receive a push notification, then they pull up the app, and the app gives them a real-time view into the vehicle. So right now, actually, on this tablet, it's showing a notification about aggressive acceleration. And then they get images from the cameras in real time, and they can see the current location of the vehicle, where it's come from and where it's headed to.
Cool, I like that it displays that there. And then you as the user, if you have this running in your car, you can always go look at your car if it's driving or even if it's parked, you could go in like a security camera, is that right?
Yeah, exactly. So let's say if you go to Disney World and park your car there, you come back at the end of the day and you have no idea where you'd parked. You can use the Raven app to show you where your car is relative to you. So you can see the 2 points on a map and find your car quickly.
And then if, let's say you're Disney World, somebody like breaks into your car, how does this respond and how does it capture that?
Yeah, so using the sensors built into Raven, it will detect things like any type of motion with the car, or if a window's smashed, if the car door's open, and send a security notification to your phone. And it will also grab video around that event and make it available.
So like automatically it's pushed to the cloud?
Yep.
That's cool.
Exactly.
So you have it. So even in case it gets stolen or something, you still have the video footage available.
Yeah, so the other interesting security feature is we have an internal battery in Raven.
Oh, okay, great.
And so if somebody unplugs it or if they shut it down with the button, then it's got enough power to grab images from the cameras and the GPS location and send up a notification to you that it's been tampered with.
Okay, and then if something happens on the road, you want to like, well, that was a cool event, I want to mark it and save it. How do you like manually trigger this video clip?
Yeah, so there's a hand gesture sensor that we built into Raven, and basically when you do that, the screens flash because Raven detected your hand. And when you're driving, both cameras are constantly recording video.
Okay.
So what we do is we reach back 20 seconds in the video streams and set aside the next minute of video.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah,
but some cameras do like a really short clip and you kind of miss it and have to like go back later.
And we take it a step further because there's also Wi-Fi built into Raven.
So there is?
Yeah, so it can be a Wi-Fi hotspot. But
with you're on a Max 360C, it's a Wi-Fi hotspot if your car doesn't have it.
And for most drivers, they would have their phone on them in the car, and the Raven app basically runs in the background and will automatically download any of these short videos that get created. So when you get to your destination, that video is already on your phone, ready to be viewed or shared.
That's nice, yeah, because sometimes having to like sit afterwards and pull it to your phone, or even take the card out and put it on your computer, that takes time. It's nice to have it already on your phone.
Yep, exactly.
What about, so speaking of which, the resolution for the front and rear cameras, what are we looking at?
We record in 1080p, and you can also remotely live stream from the cameras.
Oh, you can.
And we do that at 720p.
That makes sense. You save a little data.
Yeah.
So 1080p both front and rear.
1080p for the road.
For the road?
Yeah, and the cabin is 720.
720p.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Cool. And so this is already available now, right?
Yeah, we started shipping in May of 2018.
Okay, May of 2018. Where can people get it, and how much does it cost?
We sell through our online web store, which is at raven.is.
Okay, I'll put a link in the video description for you guys.
It retails at $299.
$299.
And then there's a monthly service plan charge of $8.
Yes. So $8 a month, that's nice. That's actually pretty cheap relative to what I'm seeing with some of the other dash cams.
Yeah.
So it's a nice way to save some cash. Like, do you get a free trial with the LTE service? Or
there's a 3-month free trial when you purchase.
3-month free trial. And then who do you guys use as your provider for the data service?
So for the SIM card, that's through Twilio, and they provide a solution where you can roam across many different carriers.
Oh, so like AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile.
Yeah, but also internationally, so into Canada and Mexico.
That's helpful.
For a lot of people, that can be their area of concern is when they cross borders.
I've got that issue. Yeah, I live in Seattle. When I go to Canada, I'm like, my phone goes into airplane mode. I can't access all my stuff, and yeah.
So it just seamlessly roams when you cross borders.
Cool. Are there maybe a couple other things you wanted to share with us that I didn't ask you about that people should really know? Or?
Yeah, sure. So again, with all the video footage we collect, at the end of every trip, Raven will automatically generate a time lapse of that trip. So there's some examples on here. One customer put Raven into a snowplow and then added some music to it. He's just started up the truck and is going to plow his driveway.
There's the one that's looking backwards.
That's cool. So a time lapse like this automatically gets pushed to your phone, and then what about like the normal video clip? Is that stored in the cloud or in the camera, or how does that work?
Well, all of the raw video footage is available on Raven, and there's a few different ways to access it. So you can put in an SD card if you want to expand the memory, so you can expand it up to like 256 gigs.
Good. I've seen a lot of them capped at like 128, and it's nice that you guys have 256.
Yeah. And and then you can just pop out the SD card and grab the raw footage from there.
Okay.
Or there's also a micro USB port, so you can plug it directly into a computer and access it just like a file system.
In the car, yeah.
Exactly. And you can also download. So with the Wi-Fi connection, there's a media manager. I've got to enable that, but basically all the files are available there where you can manage
from your phone,
them.
you can just go in and like download right to your phone, that kind of thing. Okay. Cool. Yeah, this seems like a pretty awesome product.
Excellent. Thank you.
Great. Yeah, thanks for telling me about it. Yeah, appreciate it.
Excellent. Thanks.